Hello and welcome to Cutting Words. I'm Brad Thompson and today we have the next class we're going to cover today for the Playtest 6 of the Unearthed Arcana, next iteration of D&D, One D&D, whatever we're calling it now. There's a lot to go through. We've made a video of each class going through and now we're up to the Rogue today. Whew, we're getting there. So many. So we'll get the Rogue, take a look at what they've changed. Hopefully it's a lot better than they did in the last playtest version of the Rogue, as they, Rogue is such a solid, awesome class, and they absolutely butchered it by taking away out of turn sneak attack. So hopefully they've backtracked that. We'll get up and take a look and see what the new Rogue looks like. As always, this playtest material is available on dndbeyond.com if you want to get the PDF to look at yourself. Feedback for this playtest material, which is a no means final at all. Wizards of the Coast are accepting feedback on this playtest material, which I'll make iterations on and build off that. That will be available on dndbeyond.com on July 20th. So it looks like it's been delayed. The feedback survey has been delayed from, I'm sure it used to be 11th of July, and it's now the 20th of July as per the website where I just checked before this recording. So there you go. All right, so we've got more time to get through these classes, thank goodness, because there is a lot of them, a lot of content to get through here in this massive PDF. It's been an epic journey, and it continues ever on. Right, so the Rogue, classic class. I really like the Rogue. It's a very solid class. Dexterity still its main stat, which makes sense. It'd be weird if they changed that. All right. Design notes. The handy dandy cheat sheet of changes. Sneak attack is no longer required to be used on your turn with the attack action. Wonderful. So they backtrack that. We can sneak attack outside turn again. You can ready action to sneak attack. You could have opportunity attack, sneak attack, etc. Wonderful. All right. Which, because they took that away in the last playtest, which you effectively just halved the Rogue's damage output. What? Seems a bit extreme. I mean, they're great at dealing damage, but they were never the best at dealing damage. But damn good at it. Alright, Weapon Mastery is now a first level feature. Okay, so the Rogues get to play with Weapon Mastery as well. I mean, gosh, it's almost easy to say which class doesn't get Weapon Mastery at this rate. Like, so many classes just get Weapon Mastery now. Sure. Basically, do you have full caster levels? If you're a full caster, probably don't get Weapon Mastery. If you don't, if you're not a full caster, like a half caster or no casting at all, you get Weapon Mastery. Seems to be the theme so far. Sure. Rogue subclasses, we get some rogue subclass there, which have now matched the level progression of the current Rogue. So it's all backwards compatible. Steady Aim is now a third level feature imported from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. This edition was requested by many playtesters. I'm surprised by this. I don't like Steady Aim. It's too easy for the Rogue to get sneak attack. It's really boring. We'll talk about more Steady Aim when we get to it on the list here, but yeah. Alright. Sure. It was the optional feature added in Tasha's, and apparently it might make it to the main class list. Yeah. Most games I play in, it's banned. The GM doesn't even allow it. Anyway, we'll get to Steady Aim. Cutting Strikes is a new first level feature giving tactical options to sneak attack. Okay. And here's the handy dandy table of class features for the Rogue. Sneak attack dice progression. New changes there. See a few new features mentioned in here, which we'll go through. Interesting. Actually, the biggest thing that jumps out at me immediately is reliable talent has been bumped down from, what was it, level 11? It's now level 17, level 7 feature, should I say. It's been bumped way down, 4 levels, which is crazy because that ability was amazing. Alright. Expertise has returned to 6th level. Evasion has returned to 7th level. Reliable talent has moved from 11th level to 7th level. Amazing. What? Let's make skill checks irrelevant at an earlier level. Why not? Sure. Who wants to do skill checks anyway? Soul Strikes has been removed because of the addition of Steady Aim. Alright. Can't remember what Soul Strikes did, but there was a feature in the previous playtest for the Rogue, but it's gone. Improved Cunning Strike is a new 11th level feature. Okay. Devious Strikes is a new 14th level feature, which builds on Cunning Strike. Man, rogues are striking a lot here. A lot of strike action. Apparently, Elusive has returned to 18th level. Stroke of Luck has returned to 20th level, replacing Epic Boon. Epic Boon feats will return in a future UA, but they won't be built into the class's level progression. Okay. They're banished. They're gone. Forget about it. Those Epic Boons. Get out of here. Alright. So creating a rogue. So I still got the hit die. We got dexterity and intelligence for saving throws. No change there. You choose 4 skills of acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth. That all seems the same. You get your simple weapons, martial weapons that have the finesse property for your weapons there, which before I think the rogue just had, you know, a list of weapons. So that simplifies things a bit. That means they can have the, was it scimitar, which rogues randomly didn't have proficiency or something, I think it was. So weird. But anyway, no longer that niche limitation. These tools, of course, the rogue also gets light armor training, basic starting equipment, and multiclassing. Just get some decks. It's always nice with the rogue where, unlike a lot of other classes, where just need to focus on one stat. Dex does it all. Perfect. Real easy. Just get more decks and you're good to go. Dex does everything. Alright. Okay. First level. So first level for the rogue, you get the expertise. You gain expertise in 2 of your skill proficiencies of your choice. Sleight of hand and stealth are iconic choices for a rogue if you have proficiency in them. And thieves tools are not an option, so you can't expertise your thieves tools, which is a bit of a shame, but I guess because you know, D&D Beyond, a lot of character sheets and things couldn't really easily show the tool proficiency. It's like, what? Where is it? Like, you always lose it. And you can custom edit the sheet, but you have to do it separately. There's no feature for it to automatically just appear, which is being very annoying. So yes, maybe it was just tidy up housekeeping there maybe they took away that for. Who knows? But yeah, sleight of hand and stealth. What? Why pick those? You're already really good at them. I always find expertises I tend to take abilities maybe I'm less good at. Like the dex skills, I've already got those in spades, mate. I've got my dex are so high, I'm proficient. I'm pretty good at this now, especially with reliable talent coming in earlier. I tend to expertise things that need a bit extra help with. Maybe investigation, if my intelligence isn't so hot. Perception, that sort of thing, if my wisdom isn't so high. Just to help beef that up a bit, because those are very good things to be expertise in. But anyway, here's what you're trying to do. Also at first level, you get sneak attack. Of course, you know how to turn a subtle attack into a deadly one. Once per turn, you can deal extra damage to one creature you hit with an attack roll if you're attacking with a finesse or ranged weapon, and if at least one of the following requirements is met. You hit advantage on the attack roll, or an ally adjacent to a target, at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the target. The ally doesn't have the incapacitated condition, and you don't have the disadvantage. You don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Easy enough. To determine the extra damage, roll number of d6s equal to half your rogue level, round it up, and add the dice together. The rogue table shows number of sneak attack dice you get at each rogue level. The extra damage's type is the same as the weapon's damage type. Which, I guess, yeah, so like a Shadow Blade, be all psychic damage, or Flame Blade, be all fire damage, or whatever. Or, you know, a Rapier is all piercing damage. Excellent. Classic feature, a lot of damage, it's a lot of fun. Like, it's one of the most fun aspects of Rogue is rolling all those dice. I've played a high level Rogue where I just go roll a lot of dice, a lot of sneak attack dice. Oh my gosh, a crit is amazing. Oh, so much dice. Just a big chunk of d6s. It's a lot of fun. Good old Rogues. Also, at first level, you get Thieves' Cant. You picked up various languages in the communities where you applied your roguish talents. You know Thieves' Cant and one other language of your choice, which you choose from the standard languages and rare languages tables. So this is an extra boost there. You get, typically it was just Thieves' Cant before, now you get Thieves' Cant and an extra language as well. Sure, I'll take it. Easy. Also at first level, you get Weapon Mastery. Your training with weapons allows you to use the mastery property of 2 kinds of weapons of your choice with which you have proficiency, such as daggers and short bows. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can change the kinds of weapons you choose. For example, you could switch to using the mastery properties of scimitars, there's scimitars, and short swords. So they got some weapon mastery things there for the rogue, which, alright, sure. I don't think the rogue really needed them, but sure, it's a freebie I'll take it, I guess. Again, I'm still not a fan of weapon mastery. It feels like a weird extra thing to have. Add out more, you know, conditions and things like that. Didn't think it was necessary, but well, there it is. At least rogue will be very limited because they can use so many weapons anyway, so they won't be able to get topple, I suspect. The best mastery. But they'll get the one that allows them to offhand attack or something like that, I imagine. Alright, second level cunning action. Your quick thinking and agility allow you to move and act quickly. On your turn, you can take one of the following actions as a bonus action: dash, disengage, or hide. No change there. Good old cunning action, classic. Third level rogue subclass. You gain a rogue subclass of your choice. Arcane Trickster, Assassin, Swashbuckler, or Thief. Subclasses are detailed after this class's description. Wonderful. So we've got 4 subclasses to look at today. Third level, Steady Aim. As a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. You can use this feature only if you haven't moved during this turn, and after you use it, your speed is 0 until the end of the current turn. So this is Steady Aim. It's been around since, you know, Tasha's came out. Tasha's an extra optional feature for the rogues to take. And yeah, it basically means as long as you don't move and you spend your bonus action, you just stand there, line up your shot, fire, and you get your sneak attack. You got advantage to hit, you get, which means you got sneak attack. Easy peasy. Just rinse, repeat every turn. Just stand there and just keep firing. Off you go. So simple. Which I always thought was really lame. It's really good and very boring because you can kind of already replicate Steady Aim in a way by using cunning action at level 2 and ducking behind a pillar or some you know, a box or something, you know, go hide somewhere in the terrain, utilize the terrain more, dash, hide, then you pop out and shoot. Always found that more interesting, and you'd look at the terrain and think about the layout of the terrain to utilize, again, that hide off and then you can sneak attack from a hidden position. I thought it was more interesting than just standing there and shooting. So that's me. And most tables I've played at don't normally utilize this at all. Yeah, it's just boring. I don't see it being a necessary feature here. All right, ability score improvement or feat. Level 4. Level 5, Cunning Strike. You've developed cunning ways to use your sneak attack. When you deal sneak attack damage, you can add one of the following cunning strike effects. Each effect has a die cost, which is the number of sneak attack damage dice you must forego to add the effect. You remove the die before rolling, and the effect occurs immediately after the attack's damage is dealt. For example, if you add the poison effect, remove a d6 from sneak attack's damage before rolling. If a cunning strike effect requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. Oh, it's all about that dex, baby. Just get all that dex. Increases your save DC for your rogue abilities as well. Amazing. All about that dex. Alright, nothing else matters but dex. So the first option here, so disarm, so you can forego one of your sneak attack dice. So at this level, you'll be rolling 3d6 for sneak attack, and so you use disarm, cost 1d6, so you'll be rolling 2d6 sneak attack instead of 3. And target then must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or it drops one item of your choice that it's holding. So yeah, you got the disarm, much like the Battlemaster ability. You can knock an item, MacGuffin out of enemy's hand, disarm their shield, because the whole action to pick up and equip a shield, so that's always fun. Get that AC lower for your friends. You could, yeah, got magic item. They're using a magic wand or something, knock that out, grab that, what have you. Get that credit spell focus, no spell casting for you. See you later. So it's sneaky good. Not much yeah, I think definitely should be more disarming in the game because it's quite useful. Honestly, it's not done that often. But let's see. So you can decide this. When you deal sneak attack damage, you can add one of the following effects. Okay, you actually just decide. So if you roll a crit, you're probably not triggering this because you know what? I'll have maximum damage, please. But if you're not critting, then sure, why not? Alright, next is poison, cost, again, a 1d6. You add a toxin to your strike, forcing the target to make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target has the poison condition for 1 minute, which basically means they have a disadvantage on attacking you, or attacking anyone, or doing anything, really. Perfect. At the end of each of its turns, the poison target can repeat the saving, even the effect on itself on success. Oh, so they keep saving. So it's like, yeah, for 1 minute, and then they keep saving around. So this poison could, in theory, last over here, but to use this effect, you must have a poisonous kit on your person. Which, you know, doesn't be proficient with the poisonous kit, just need something for making poisons in your backpack, and you're good to go. Interesting. Next is the trip. So cost 1d6. If the target is large or smaller, it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or have the prone condition. Oh, there we go. Just dish out that prone. Give your friends advantage. Or if you've got offhand attack there. Of course, you won't be able to sneak attack off that. Alas, because you already sneak attack to do this in the first place. But you can help your friends if they need it. Though, I feel like all weapon masteries, on top of all being a thing, and all these other effects running around, all these other conditions, I feel like debuffing, honestly, is not going to be a major priority for you, because, I mean, you're the rogue, you don't dish out the damage, you don't need to debuff enemies. Everyone should be debuffing things to help you. So yeah, like, that's why, I'm not sure why rogue needed these extra status effects they can do, because yeah, like, you're the big damage dealer, keep dealing damage. Why are you sacrificing damage to deal debuff conditions and things like that on enemies? Sure. Withdraw, cost 1d6. Immediately after the attack, you move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Otherwise known as cunning action, just gives bonus action away. For some reason, if you didn't have a bonus action free, you can, or I guess usually move it to go up to enemy. You use this, I guess, to back out. If you did a run up to the enemy, stab them and back away, or something. Sure. Yeah, so that's, yeah, new feature there, cunning action. I guess it's, or cunning strike, should I say. All about that cunning action and cunning strike. Cunning, those cunning rogues. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess it's nice to have the option, and, well, immediate thought is, poor Battlemaster. What have they done to Battlemaster for Fighter, I wonder? Because they basically mugged Battlemaster and gave it to the Rogue, who already had a lot going on with options and shenanigans they can do with all their expertise and skills, and running around, cutting action, running around, and yeah. Like, they took Battlemaster, they took options away from the fighter. I assume the Battlemaster still exists in some capacity, and it's a similar thing here. But they've added it to the main class, not even a subclass, the main class of the Rogue here. Because Rogue needed more options of things to do, apparently. Alright. They've always been pretty skill monkey already. I thought they're good to go. Sure. But, you know, also they tend to be one of the big damage dealers in the party. So, yeah, them sacrificing damage output seems not great. Generally, you want to leave everyone else to debuff. The wizards have got that of it or whatever. You just keep dishing out your damage. Again, you know, nice options there. I guess you want to disarm enemies, MacGuffin or whatever. Also at level 5, you get classic Uncanny Dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage against you, rounded down. Classic. Level 6, you get Expertise. So you gain Expertise in 2 of your skill proficiencies of your choice, so you get 2 more Expertises. Woohoo! 7th level, Evasion. Classic. You can nimbly dodge out of the way of certain dangers when you're subjected to an effect that allows you to take a dexterity saving throw or take only half damage. You instead take no damage whatsoever. You succeed on the saving throw and only half damage if you fail. You can't use this feature if you have the incapacity condition. So Evasion, classic rogue feature. Somehow you're in the middle of a fireball and manage to dodge out of the way somehow. That's great. Also at 7th level now coming down all the way downgraded from level 11 to level 7 now. For some reason, reliable talent. You have refined your talents until they approach perfection. Whenever you make an ability check that uses one of your skill or tool proficiencies, you can and tools. I don't know if it's tools before. Okay, skill or tool proficiencies. You can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. As long as you're proficient, you've got a guaranteed at least 10 on the die roll. Amazing. And so with that, if you have expertise somewhere, you know, you got decent stats in the numbers in that stat. You're looking guaranteed some good numbers here. And it's now level 7. So from level 7, you've mastered skill checks, guys. Don't worry about it. Skills and tools, don't worry about it. We can just coast through these checks now from level 7. Apart from those rare, really high, ridiculously high DC ones, which is like, what? Why does this DC exist? Why is it so high? Because the DM wanted you to have opportunity to fail or something, apparently. Who knows? But yeah, very, very interesting choice there. Having such a great ability, getting bumped down. Man, Rogue's looking pretty good so far in this edition of D&D. Amazing. Especially that mid-tier play. Oh, so good. 8th level, you get ability score improvement or feat. 9th level, you get subclass feature. That very late subclass feature for the rogue. You get your first one at level 3, then all the way to level 9, you get your second one, finally. Level 10, you get ability score improvement again, or feat. It's always nice getting that bonus feat there compared to other classes, barring a fighter. 11th level, improved cutting strike. You can use up to 2 cutting strike effects when you deal sneak attack damage, paying the die cost for each effect. Okay, so that's what. So they bumped reliable talent down to earlier, so they can fit in improved cutting strike, which is you can use 2 cutting strike effects when you do sneak attack, so you can sacrifice more of your damage output to do more effects from this cutting strike thing. Which I don't know how often people could be using this, honestly. Like, it's cute to have every now and then, but when on earth would you want to do 2? That's a... what? Alright. With spam saving throws, I guess you would maybe try to help the spellcasters get through legendary resist by going, we got spam saving throws at the enemy. Those poor legendary creatures with those legendary resists. What are they going to do to them? Just burn through those legendary resists. Who knows? Because every man and his dog can do a saving throw or full prone or whatever. Or do the saving throw. Yeah, it's got a lot of saves in this edition, a lot of saving throws. Yeah, it's an improved cutting strike. Always thought it was interesting with the extra. Why rogues get extra feet? I never understood that, because all they care about is dex anyway. They're one of the easiest ones to go, alright, I maxed out my dex, and I'm good, I guess. I guess I'll pick some other feat options or something. Which I thought rogues never really needed that much. So it's always interesting. But hey, you know, not say no to a free feat. But yeah, I always thought rogues never really needed the extra feat, but sure. 12th level, speaking of feat, you get another one here at level 12, like very nice. 13th level, another subclass feature, finally. And 14th level, devious strikes. You've practiced new ways to use your sneak attack deviously. Just deal more damage. Why? Why do you have to be devious about it? The following effects are now among your cutting strike options. Daze. So it costs 2d6 for your sneak attack. Target must succeed on a constitution saving throw or is dazed condition until the end of its next turn. Sure. Knockout costs 6d6. And a target must succeed on a constitution saving throw or has the unconscious condition for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. The unconscious target can repeat the save at the end of each turns, ending the effect on itself on success. Okay, so you can sacrifice a whopping 6d6 of your sneak attack pool, which is most of your sneak attack, to just knock someone out. Which I can see being, like, if you're on a stealth mission, I guess, and you try to sneak up someone and go, huh, knock out a minion or something. Though, you know, this will get the unconscious condition, and when they're taking any damage at all, they'll wake up, or they might save, which they probably will eventually save, and just wake up within that minute anyway. Or, you know what's better than the unconscious condition? Which consciousness is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Like, knocking someone unconscious, that's pretty good. You know what's better than that? Dead. The dead condition. So, like, just do that 66 damage. Try to knock out that guard. You know what? They'll be pretty well knocked out after taking 66 damage. Like, come on. What are you doing? Or I guess, again, you try to burn through legendary resist or something? I'm going to knock you out, big bad. No, I don't want to. I burn a legendary resist. I mean, just do the 66 damage. It's pretty good. Anyway. We also got Obscure. Costs 3d6. You strike near the target's eyes. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or has a blinded condition until the end of its next turn. Ow! Not the eyes! Not the eyes! Okay. I mean, yeah, like, go for the eyes. Make the enemy, make the big bad sacrifice legendary resist, I guess. Because being blinded sucks. But yeah. I'll just do 3d6 damage. It's hard to argue, it's just damage. It's probably the sneak attacks, like sacrificing damage output here to do these conditions is like, it's cute and everything, but you might be the only one in your party who does big damage, potentially. I've seen parties like that. I haven't played a game like that when it's like, oh, no, we need the rogue to keep doing damage. They're the big damage output here. We got the debuffing covered. We support you. You go. You just go deal your damage. Don't sacrifice your damage. For God's sake, what are you doing? I guess, again, it's nice to have the option, I suppose. That's what they're trying to do. Give rogues more options. It seems to be a theme here. Give people more options, I guess. At the cost of damage. Slippery Mind at 15th level. Your Cutting Mind is exceptionally difficult to control. You gain proficiency in Wisdom and Charisma saving throws. So that's a step up. Was just Wisdom before. Now you also get Charisma saves. Fantastic. Take that, Ghost. Not possessing me. No banishments here. Alright, at 16th level, get another ability score improvement or feat. 17th level, subclass feature. 18th level, elusive. You're so evasive that attackers rarely gain the upper hand against you. No attack roll can have advantage against you unless you have the incapacity condition. Sure, I mean, all those times where the enemies knock you prone or something. Who knows? 19th level, ability score improvement. Again, ability score improvement feat or another feat of your choice for which you qualify. 20th level, stroke of luck. You have an uncanny knack for succeeding when you need to. If you fail a d20 test, you can turn the roll into a 20. So you have to fail, but you can see when you fail. I feel like just make it they can choose when they want a 20. Why are you just making it to fail first? Like, oh, I have to use a really bad weapon here, guys. Look, I need to guarantee this crit on this boss. You know what? I'm going to use the no bonus, no plus to hit magic weapon. I'm going to close my eyes and kind of, I don't know, try and make sure I fail so I can make it a 20. I don't know. It always seemed a bit weird, that one. And once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short rest or a long rest. A stroke of luck there. I just, so that's all the main class features. Now onto the subclasses. But before we get into that, I just realized they took away the blind sight or whatever the rogues normally get. Rogues normally get a bit of they can sense enemies around them kind of thing. That's gone. Alright. Yeah, they took it away. Oh, that's a shame. This wasn't a terrible feature. It's a nice little extra thing they have. I guess a sacrifice to the Cunning Strike gods. So you can have all these other sneaky options. But yeah, removing their rogue's center array. Ranger did gain blind sight, or at least they have blind sight in their class list there, so maybe they made it more of a ranger thing. Who knows? Anyway, on to the subclasses. Alright, first up we have the Arcane Trickster. I think historically probably the best rogue subclass, I want to say. This is what I found to be the best. Having extra spellcasting stepped on a rogue is pretty nice. So let's see what they've done with it. So the changes are spellcasting now uses the arcane spell list rather than the wizard list. Well, no such thing as a wizard list anymore, really. And there is no school of magic restriction after 3rd level. Ooh, nice. So you can just pick whatever. Perfect. Moreover, the rogue can now change one cantrip when gaining a level, and the rogue can use an arcane focus. Sure. Versatile Trickster has been redesigned to allow you to use certain options from your Cunning Strike with your Mage Hand. The ability to give yourself advantage now resides in Steady Aim. Bloody Steady Aim. I hate Steady Aim. Anyway. 3rd level spellcasting. So you've learned to cast spells. See the player's handbook for the rules on spellcasting, blah blah blah. The version below, fucking Trickster. So cantrips, you know 3 cantrips, Mage Hand, and 2 other cantrips of your choice from the Arcane spell list. Whenever you gain a rogue level, you can replace one of your cantrips except Mage Hand with another cantrip of your choice from the Arcane spell list. When you reach 10th level in this class, you learn another Arcane cantrip of your choice. The Arcane Trickster spellcasting table shows how many spell slots you have to cast your spells of 1st level or higher. To cast one of these spells, you must expend a slot of a spell's level or higher. You regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest. Sure. You repair a list of spells of 1st level and higher that are available to cast was feature. To start, choose 3 1st level spells from the Arcane spell list, 2 of which must be from the Enchantment and Illusion schools of magic. Still rhubarbs. The number of spells on the list increases as you gain rogue levels, as shown on the prepared spells column of the Arcane Trickster's spellcasting table. When that number increases, choose additional spells from the Arcane spell list until the number of spells on your list matches the number on the table. Chosen spells must be of the level of which you have spell slots. For example, if you're 7th level rogue, your list of prepared spells can include 6 arcane spells of 1st or 2nd level in any combination. In terms of your prepared spells, whenever you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of the spells you know with another spell of your choice from the arcane spell list. New spell must be of a level of which you have spell slots. Which I guess could be replacing the original illusion and enchantment spells, I suppose. There's no clear restriction there. Spellcasting ability. Intelligence is your spellcasting ability for your Arcane Trickster spells. And spellcasting focus, you can use an Arcane focus or a spellcasting focus for the spells you prepare for the subclass. So Arcane focus is a spellcasting focus. Anyway, you use whatever to cast your spells. It's just a table there, handy dandy table. So you prepared spells, starting with 3 and going all the way up to 11. And you can get and eventually get to 4th level spells. Sure. Mage Hand, Lindermend. When you cast Mage Hand, you can make the spectral hand invisible. You control the hand as a bonus action instead of an action, and through it, you can use these tools and make dexterity sleight of hand checks. Oh. What that implies for these tools use sleight of hand now. That'd be a clean way of solving that, wouldn't it? Tidying that up. Maybe. 9th level, Magical Ambush. If you have the invisible condition, which you gain when you do the hide action. So the hide action now is, you gain the invisible condition. So it's easy enough to get. Or you can just cast invisibility, I guess. If you have the invisible condition, when you cast a spell on a creature, it has disadvantage on any saving throw it makes against a spell on the same turn. So it's just a rewording slightly of the original Magical Ambush. No real change there. 13th level, Versatile Trickster. You gain the ability to distract targets, should I say, with your Mage Hand. When you use the disarm or trip options of your Cunning Strike, you can also target that option at a creature within 5 feet of the spectral hand. So the hand could be up against, like miles away next to some other random person, and when you trigger the cunning strike or disarming someone, knocking MacGuffin out of their hands or whatever, not with their shield, lol, and all the trip options, knocking them prone, get advantage for your mortal mates there. You'll get the hand to also do it, aka making the another target, kind of like twin casting, do that save as well, or also get that effect on them. I guess direct targets with your when used to okay, sorry. You also target that option at a creature. I guess there's nothing stopping you from doing it twice on the same person. There's no, it doesn't say to be another creature, like it's a creature. So that you could be taking sneak attack someone with your and doing disarm or trip. And if you really wanted to, because you really wanted that disarm or trip to land on that creature, use this to basically make them save twice. Hopefully they fell on one of them. I guess. I suppose we really want to get that debuff on that one guy. Sure, we'll burn through more legendary resist. 17th level Spell Thief. You gain the ability to magically steal the knowledge of how to cast a spell from another spellcaster. Immediately after a creature casts a spell that targets you or includes you in its area of effect, you can use your reaction to force that creature to make a saving throw with its spellcasting ability modifier. The DC equals your spell save DC. Oh, so the reaction to force a creature to make a saving throw with its spellcasting ability modifier. So it rolls a d20 and adds, if it's a wizard, add intelligence, charisma, force, sorcerer, that sort of thing. Okay. So do a saving throw based off their best stat. And then, because it's a saving throw, so they'll get their proficiency bonus, like most likely as well. The DC equals your spell save DC. Okay. On a failed save, you negate the spell's effect against you. Okay. And you steal the knowledge of the spell if it is at least first level and a level you can cast. It doesn't need to be an arcane spell. Next 8 hours, you know the spell and can cast it using your spell slots. The creature can't cast the spell until 8 hours have passed. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Alright. Well, this was, Spell Thief was well, no rule change there really from the original. But yeah, interesting. And that's the Arcane Trickster. So, no major changes really. Like, they took away the advantage you can get from the mage hand, distracting people, but they got those cutting strike things in there. And you aren't restricted. I mean, you got a more open spell list. You're not as restricted at all. You can, yeah, more expansive spell list there for Arcane Trickster, which, okay, awesome. You can get some really good spells now on there. Sure, why not? Why not? Next, we have the Assassin. Classic Assassin. So the changes are: Assassinate now gives you advantage on initiative rolls, and the extra damage of the feature no longer requires the target to be surprised. Ah, but are they surprised? It's always nice asking the DM, are they surprised though? Did they expect this at all? Would you say they would be surprised? Infiltration Expertise combines Infiltration Expertise and Imposter from the 2014 version of the subclass. Envenomed Weapons is a new 13th level feature allowing you to benefit from your Poisonous Kit. Death Strike no longer requires the target to be surprised, but are they surprised? Instead relies on your sneak attack. Okay. So at 3rd level, when you first get the subclass, you get bonus proficiencies. You get proficiency with the Disguise Kit and the Poisonous Kit. Same as before. Assassinate, also at 3rd level, you are adept at getting a drop on a target, granting you the following benefits. You have advantage on initiative rolls. Woohoo! That's always nice. It's nice to get there. And surprising strikes during the first round of each combat. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. Okay. If your sneak attack hits any target during that turn, during the round, the target takes extra damage of the weapons type equal to your rogue level. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh, so you get a flat damage bonus. So, you know, per level you get extra 3 damage. Oh ho, feeling assassinated, as opposed to previously what was auto crits, automatically critical, rolling double sneak attack dice. Which is a lot of fun. I like rolling dice in D&D. I like having big chunks of dice and rolling a whole bunch of dice. So I don't like it when they take that away from me and go, give me a flat damage increase. It's just flat damage. Just add extra 3 damage or whatever. Like, how boring. Give me a bunch of dice to roll. Why did you take that away? What are you doing? If it's not a crit, add some extra dice to roll or something, not just a flat damage bonus. How boring. Anyway, so that's disappointing to see. At 9th level, we have Infiltration Expertise. You're an expert at posing as someone else to aid your infiltrations. While in a disguise created using your disguise kit, you have advantage on any charisma deception check you make while pretending to be someone else. You also unerringly mimic another person's speech, handwriting, or both if you have spent at least 1 hour studying each one. Step up from what it was before. So before it was, you just spend a whole week watching someone and preparing your documents and your disguise and stuff, and then you get some bonuses there being with your false identity or something. What D&D campaign has like, all right guys, I'm gonna disappear for a week now to work on my class, use my class feature to get an amazing disguise and documents and things. And watch out, my false identity is gonna be amazing. What? Why a whole class feature for that? So now they've made it, at least you have to spend a week anymore. You got your advantage on deception checks, which I don't like. Things that give out advantage. It's so easy to get advantage in this game. It's just everywhere, and this edition of D&D just has it even more so. It's so easy to get advantage. Just giving players built-in advantage on things. What? Like, that's the one thing DMs can really reward players with too. You did a good job with that lie there. You know what? Have advantage on that check. Can't even do that. Already got advantage. So yeah, I don't like having too much advantage in the game, and so I'm not a big fan of this feature at all because just have all this advantage, which they don't really need. You also like give them expertise or something. I don't know. Or pretend to be someone else. You also unerringly mimic another person's speech, handwriting. Sure, spend at least 1 hour watching them. Sure, which is basically a flavor way of saying you have advantage on your deception check. There's a lot of text to say you have advantage on deception checks. Anyway. 13th level Envenom Weapons. When you use the poison option of your cutting strike, the target also takes 2d6 poison damage. Whenever it fails a saving throw, this damage ignores resistance to poison damage. Okay. So you spend a d6 every sneak attack to use the poison option in your cutting strike, that costs a d6, to deal an extra 2d6 poison damage. So you net gain an extra d6 damage. Oh, it has a fail saving throw, otherwise it does nothing. So sorry. Spend a d6 or you sneak attack, sacrifice d6. They do it, saving throw. If they pass, nothing happens, you just lost a d6. If they succeed, they get 2d6 poison. Woohoo! Oh, whenever it fails saving throw. Oh, it's ongoing. So when they got the poison, when they're poisoned, they get 2d6 damage when they fail a save. Okay. Okay, it's slightly better than I thought. And its damage ignores resistance to poison damage. But the immune, but if they're resistant, hey, take that, dwarves. We're coming for you, dwarves. Alright, that's 13th level. 17th level, Death Strike. When you hit with your sneak attack on the first round of a combat, the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw DC 8 plus your Dexterity, plus your Proficiency bonus, or the attack's damage is doubled against the target. Ho ho. Cool. So they had to, okay, so saving throw though, so it could do nothing. So when you hit your sneak attack on the first round of combat, so it's first round combat, hopefully you get your sneak attack off, hopefully that first round, and then they had to pass a save, a fail save should I say, which is Constitution, which people generally be at least okay at Constitution. If they're not good at Constitution, well, they're probably going to die from a sneak attack anyway. And the attacks is double damage. Which again, we don't just have more dice to roll. Well, okay. Boring. Next is Swashbuckler. Designed for Swashbuckler. Panache has been redesigned to apply its effects through Cutting Strike. Dashing Strikes replaces Elegant Maneuver at 13th level and gives you additional Cutting Strike options. They're really like doubling down, going all in on Cutting Strike, all in. We're all about it, Cutting Strike. Players are going to love this Cutting Strike. We have all the subclass features to do with Cutting Strikes. It's a key core feature now of the Rogue, apparently. Master Duelist has been redesigned to allow you to make an additional attack provided you meet the requirements. Okay? So 3rd level, Fancy Footwork. You learned how to land a strike, then slip away without reprisal. If you make a melee attack against a creature during your turn, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of that turn. Sweet. Free disengage. 3rd level, Rakish Audacity. When you roll initiative, you give yourself a bonus to the roll equal to your charisma modifier. You also gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. All the other rules of sneak attack will apply to you. Basically, you're in a duel. 9th level, you get Panache. You have practiced new ways to use your sneak attack. The following effects are now among your Cutting Strike options. Well, how cunning. You get the Goad, which costs 1 sneak attack die. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or until the end of its next turn, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you, and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than you. I mean, gosh. Or tank. Oh, but the tank's right here. What? Oh no. Why are you making the people not want to hit the tank and hit the squishy rogue? What are you doing? Sure. I guess you're doing it for at least you can do it with a range attack, right? You can have Panache and just fire a crossbow bolt at someone with sneak attack and then goad them. You go, lol, I'm a mile away. Good luck. Good luck trying to. You get disadvantage now. I suppose. Or costs 3d6. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have the charm condition until the end of your next turn. What? So you're in middle of combat, you stab a guy, one of their mates in front of them. Then there's an AoE effect comes off you, and you have to make Wisdom saving throws. Or they get charmed. Like, man, that guy who just stabbed Bob over there. Man, he's cool. I want to work for this guy. What? Okay. So they charmed, which I guess they really like that rogue. Man, that rogue's cool. Man, such a great guy. Let's kill his mates. I don't know how. What? I'm not sure how useful that is exactly, but okay. Sure. 13th level, Dashing Strikes. You have practiced new ways to use your sneak attack. The following effects are now among your Cutting Strike options. Oh, more Cutting Strike options. Oh boy. Oh boy, more ways to be reduced by damage output. Perfect. Parrying Stance. Cost 2d6. Roll d6 until the start of your next turn. You gain a bonus to your AC equal to the number rolled. Okay. Alright. Increasing your AC is not bad, actually. Though it's only a d6 worth, so it would be 1 AC. It would be 6 AC. 13th level, maybe. There we go. I mean, the Sword Bard's been doing this better for longer. Anyway. Invigorate. Cost 2d6. Choose a creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. Till the end of that creature's next turn, whenever that makes an attack roll or a saving throw, you can roll d6 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. What? So you're sacrificing 2 of your sneak attack dice, and you choose a creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself until the end of the next turn. Attack roll, saving throw against d6. So, hold on. You're a bard? So this is the actually I'm kind of like a sword bard actually. Look at me. I can sacrifice my damage output to give someone bardic inspiration they might use, or maybe they won't get around to using it. It'll just go to waste. Perfect. Okay. How weird. Oh man, I can see like a weird case where it's like, all right, we've got this trap that's going to go off, or there's going to be a effect that's going to go off. We need to boost someone's saving throw. Quick, stab someone over there with sneak attack. Sacrifice 2d6. Give a d6 to that guy, to your mate, so the mate can walk through and use a d6 on their saving throw on that trap or whatever, the trapped corridor or whatever. That's hilarious. What? How weird. Sure. 17th level, Master Duelist. Immediately after you use your sneak attack, you can make another attack against the same target, provided you are within 5 feet of it and no other creatures are within 5 feet of you. Okay, so you already landed a hit, you sneak attacked on them, you then get to stab them again without sneak attack though, so enjoy your d8 plus 5 or something damage. Haha. What? It's quite disappointing extra class feature there. Level 17, I can do a little bit more damage maybe. Why bother? But sure. Thief is the next subclass. Classic Thief. What have we got? Design note for Thief updates. Fast Hands now lets you take the use an object action instead of the search action. It also lets you use the magic action to activate a magic item. You can bonus action use magic items. So good. So it should have been all along. Second story work now lets you move along ceilings without an ability check, and it causes you to use your dexterity, not strength, for jumping. Okay. Supreme Sneak has a new functionality. You can sacrifice a sneak attack die to remain hidden when you attack. Oh boy, more ways to lower my damage output. Perfect. Oh, so good. I never wanted to hurt my enemies anyway. These reflexes have been restored to its 2014 functionality. Right, so third level, your Fast Hands is a bonus action. You can do one of the following. Sleight of Hand, make a dexterity sleight of hand check to pick a lock or disarm a trap with thieves tools, or to pick a pocket. Okay, so is that confirmation there then? The sleight of hand is the check you make now for these tools use. You don't. It seems to be implying that heavily here. Okay. Perfect. Or use an object. Take the use an object action, or take the magic action to use a magic item that requires that action. Awesome. So your magic wand or something, one of magic missiles or whatever, bonus action, fire, pew, 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 or whatever. That's always cool. Always like this is a random object I've stolen or found or something. I don't know how it works, but I hope it does something good. Click. That's always quite a fun character archetype. And as I see that there. Alright, third level, second story work. You're trained to reach especially hard to reach places even, granting you these benefits. Climber. You gain a climb speed equal to your speed. On your turn, you can move on a ceiling without making an ability check, provided there is at least one handhold during the move, but you fall if you end the turn there without a handhold, or a convenient chandelier. Haha. Jumper, your jump distance is determined by your dexterity rather than your strength. So you can jump over large distances, because normally it's you can jump your strength score. So if you're strength 15, you can jump 15 feet or whatever. So we best with dex instead. 9th level, Supreme Sneak. You gain the following cunning action option. Stealth attack costs 1d6. Or your sneak attack there. If you have the hide actions invisible condition, this attack doesn't end the condition on you if you end the turn behind 3/4 cover or total cover. Okay, so you attack someone from hiding and you sacrifice 1d6 of your damage to remain hidden after you sneak attack. So the big bad monologuing away and say, "Oh, ow! What the hell was that? Where'd that come from? What the hell? What? Ow! Hit him again! What the hell? Where's this coming from?" So I guess it's kind of cool. You can see like a rogue, man, be an assassin, be a thief. They're way better at killing people. They'll never know where you are, what's going on. They can't do anything about it. Like, I need to leave, I guess. But you can just keep moving and just keep hiding and keep shooting them constantly. I mean, where's this coming from? And depending on the baddie's skill set, they might not be able to do anything about it, honestly, in most cases. How annoying. That's kind of weird because, I mean, that's an encounter then that can be solved by Rogue. Where what? Rogue's the pay. Wait outside. I've got this. You sneak off and from visibility just murder the enemy. Which doesn't seem as fun. So, man, a party of these. Nobody will stand a chance. It's quite amusing. 13th level, use magic device. In your treasure hunting, you have learned how to maximize use of magic items, granting you the following benefits. Attunement, you can attune up to 4 magic items at once. Take that, artificers. Charges, when you use a magic item property that expends charges, roll d6. On a roll of 6, you use the property without expending the charges. So 1 in 6 chance of not spending charges on a magic item on your staff of power or what have you. Scrolls, you use your spell scroll using intelligence as your spellcasting ability for the spell. The spell is a cantrip of first level spell. You can cast it reliably. If the scroll contains a high level spell, you must first succeed on an intelligence encounter check with DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, you cast a spell from the scroll. On a failed check, the scroll disintegrates. So, okay. So, actually they can't use staff of power because they have lost the ability to attune to things ignoring prerequisites of magic items. They can't hack magic items anymore. Alas. But yeah, it's always fun. Always sort of strange that yeah, they've got these cool magical effects. I really like that about Thief, where they can they pick up these weird magic items and use them and go, oh, the bonus action, and do this crazy stuff. Like, I don't know how it works, but let's see what happens. Click. Always thought it was weird that I feel like a lot of these magic features should be combined with Arcane Trickster, who get limited spellcasting, do some basic magic stuff. Like, I feel like, well, why didn't Arcane Trickster use magic device and bonus action use magic item? It seems more on theme there than a random thief. But oh well, there we go. 17th level, the capstone ability for the subclass, Thief's Reflexes. You're adept at laying ambushes and quickly escaping danger. You can take 2 turns during the first round of any combat. You take your first turn at your normal initiative and your second turn on your initiative -10. Amazing. Extra sneak attack, so good. Thief's rock solid. Yeah, man, yeah, extra sneak attack opening round. Hey, move over, assassin. Why be assassin when you can be a thief? They're way better at assassinating people. What are you talking about? Yeah, and they get those other cool stuff. Yeah, thief's very cool. I want to play a thief now. God damn. Yeah. And yeah, they use alterations. They can use a healer if they want. Section use a healing kit. Haha. Best healers ever. Yeah. Oh, so good. Classic thief. A lot of fun. So that's the rogue. That's it. So yeah, we've covered the whole rogue. We did it. Another class bites the dust in this massive playtest packet. Haha. Wow. So overall, I think, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the rogue. Especially now they can sneak attack outside their turn again. Thank goodness. Yeah. Overall, pretty happy. Don't know about these cunning strikes, eh? Don't know about them. Seemed unnecessary to give the rogue that, but I mean, sure. I guess seems to be the theme of the day is giving marshals more options, I guess, for some reason. Sure. The damage though, damage is really good. Why sacrifice the damage? Oh well. 4 down, 3 to go. So after this we'll do the Bard and then the Cleric, then the Druid. All the spellcasters there. They're in this playtest packet. So yeah, see what they've done there. I'm Brad Thompson and this has been Cutting Words. If you like these videos, hit that like button. It's in the name. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss these videos as they come out on the YouTube on the regular, and helps the channel grow. We very much appreciate it. Thanks so much. All right, until next time, happy gaming and see ya.